It's time to go for a ride at Harbison State Forest. So get your ass up out of the bed, grab your bike, and come on. Before we get started, we're gonna need a few things. First thing's a parking pass. They got them for sale here for $5 for the first day, or you can go online and get an annual pass. You should probably get yourself an annual pass. You're still gonna need a few things, like a helmet, a hydration pack, some flat-soled shoes, a bike tool, some gloves, a hand pump, I bet you can't get yours to flip like that, and some sunglasses. I'll be leaving some links below for the things that I recommend that you pick up, so check them out if you have the chance. Here's where you get your parking pass. After you fill out your little card, you walk right over here to this yellow box and put your slip in. Here's some info on the park. You can take a look at all the info they have here, but the main thing you want to look at is the map. There's so many options here, you might get lost, so make sure you know which route you're going to take. We're going to be taking the Firebreak Trail today. It's the easiest trail at the park, so there's no excuses for anybody. Let's get started. Since this might be your first time out, you're going to want to get familiar with your gears. When I first started riding a mountain bike, I had no idea what to do with my gears. But once I started on trails, gears made a lot of sense. Gears are there to make your ride easier. Finding it too hard to pedal? Shift down. Too easy to pedal? Shift up. Just give yourself some practice time, and it'll start to come to you second nature. I've taken a few people out on their first ride at Firebreak Trail, and this part coming up is somewhere everyone gets nervous. I just tell people, relax, let the bike take you through, don't freak out, it's just a stump. It's important not to get too intimidated over nothing, because your bike is just going to roll over most things anyway. So Firebreak tries to give you a little bit of everything. Some might call these mini berms, and some might laugh in your face. I don't know if you can call these berms. They're pretty small, but it's still a little fun patch of twists and turns. Whatever you want to call these, it's definitely a section that I remember each time I come back. Depending on your level of comfort riding, there's a ramp coming up soon. This ramp is two-sided, so you can actually jump it, or you can just roll right over it. There's also a bypass that you could just go right around it. As you become a more experienced rider, this section coming up might be the highlight of your ride. It's a fast downhill with lots of little jumps in between. While you're riding around at the park, you might want to take a little time to enjoy the scenery. This little creek is one of the best parts of the ride for me. When there's been a little bit too much rain, this creek fills up and you can splash right through it if you're going fast enough. Some people choose to dismount and walk through, but I think it's a little fun to get wet. So did you guys enjoy that downhill? I thought it was a lot of fun, but as with life, there's always a price to pay for everything. Here at Harbison State Forest, it's no different. The parking lot isn't the last place you're gonna have to pay here. After taking that downhill, for every up, there's a down, and for every down, there's an up. And this is where you pay the price. We've reached Iffy Hill. What's Iffy, you say? Iffy Hill stands for I f***ing hate you, Hill. And if you can't tell, I f***ing hate this hill. I found this cool little guy jump out from the back of a tree when I stopped my bike to take one of these shots. He scared the shit out of me, but he stayed cool and let me take his portrait. Thanks, little fella. Keep killing those mosquitoes for us. So if you're interested in knowing where this channel's going, I plan to bring out some newcomers to the sport, show them around the park. I'm not the best rider in the world, so I feel like I can bring some newcomers and some beginners and introduce them to the sport, and maybe they can expand after that. Hopefully you guys will find watching newcomers entertaining. So this is my first video. I do have some experience with photography, but I have absolutely zero experience with video. This is a new experience for me on both sides of the camera. I hope you guys can stick around and see how well I progress, and I hope you enjoy watching the videos improve as I go. We've come full circle, and now you can give your bike a wash if you need it. Hell, you can wash your if you want. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride. This is Gat on Tracks. Click the subscribe button, the like button, any button you see. I'm sure that'll help me out in some way. See you on Iffy Hill.